Jozef Kabaň története igazi sikersztori. Az 1973-ban egy kis szlovákiai városban született srácot mindig is érdekelték a formák és a rajzolás. Gimnázium után a pozsonyi képzőművészeti főiskolán ipari dizájn szakon végzett, majd útja tovább vezetett a londoni Royal College of Arts-ra, ahol mesterdiplomát szerzett. Karrierjét a Volkswagen egyik dizájncsapatában kezdte, ahonnan 2003-ban az Audihoz került, mint külső dizájnasszisztens. 2007-től már ő volt az Audi vezető formatervezője. Nevéhez kötődik a Volkswagen Lupo, Seat Arosa, illetve a Bugatti Veyron formaterve is, ahogy az Audi ma is használatos formanyelvének alapjait is neki köszönhetjük. 2008-tól a Skoda élére került, az Octavia, Fabia, Superb mind az ő gyermekei. Tavaly felröppentek a hírek, hogy a BMW csoporthoz szegődne, akik keresik annak a Karim Habibnak az utódját, akinek az E60-as 5-ös belterét, az X6, X3, 6 Grand Coupé, illetve F01-es 7-es szériát is köszönhetjük. Habib el is ment időközben az Infinityhez, Jozef Kabaň pedig megérkezett a BMW-hez, ahol olyan friss volt még, hogy jóformán ideje sem volt szétnézni. No, ebben a pillanatában kaptuk el egy kis interjúra, melyet külön kérésre nem az anyanyelvén, hanem angolul folytattunk, hogy a körbenállók és az őt kísérők is értsék. Pár hónappal az elhangzottak után Jozef Kabanyt átrakták a Rolls-Royce designer részlegének élére.
So you are now responsible for what? After that I start. You are responsible for the whole design team, or you are under Adrian?
No. Yeah, and Adrian is BMW Group.
Design
which means it's all the brands.
Yeah.
And I'm the BMW.
Yeah, the BMW.
Yeah. Which
all
is already not bad.
So this guy beside me is Jozef Kabaň. He was born in Slovakia, the same place as me. But now we need to talk in English so everybody around us understand that I don't make pretty and tricky questions to you.
Okay,
so Jozef,
nice.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Jozef, tell me, how do you get from Audi to BMW? Because it was a change. The last thing what I saw from you was the new Superb, and then I just read that Kabaň moved to BMW. So what happened?
It was a long way. I mean, I started originally by Volkswagen, then I was working for Bugatti, and after I went to Audi, and yeah, the trip was continuing through the Skoda to be by BMW and actually to be today here.
How long do you been here, and for what kind of designs are you responsible already?
I'm 1.5 years since I started by BMW, but
you cannot say anything.
No, I cannot even say. I mean, I like all these cars, but this is great work of the team. What I was in that time when this car was designed, it's not leading, but still I have big respect to this. What is standing here, it's very great work.
So you were born in a small town in Slovakia, which I already know. Námestovo is the name of the place.
That's right.
So and how can a little boy who draw on the paper with pencil from Námestovo came here to Geneva to be the guy responsible for the BMW design? Is that what you want when you was a kid? Or you got other plans? You want to be a fighter pilot or something?
No, actually I wanted to, it's maybe boring, but from the beginning I wanted only to be car designer. And it just somehow, you know, it was my dream, and it still kind of stays my dream. I didn't know which brand, but for me it was the dream to design cars. And I know that is kind of maybe a topic what every boy like, the cars are something special. And I'm kind of glad that my way was coming till today in this way. Was not easy, it was complicated, but was grateful, was very colorful, everything was there.
Do you have some design icons from the past which motivates you for the future?
I have plenty.
Which one? Tell me two or three
when I was,
those.
you know, in old times, yeah, in old Czechoslovakia, we had it like not many magazines about cars in that time.
Stop magazine.
But Stop magazine was a cool one. And I always remember the first page, you know, when you opened it was three cars, the news, yeah. And it came, there was always this, you know, this was the period of time when I was getting like kind of touch with the cars, was probably like 80 something. It was the time when I fell in love with like companies like Bertone, or you know, like guys like Bertone or Pininfarina
or designer
or Giugiaro.
Behind the Skoda favorite.
As well, yeah. But the great thing was by the Bertone, There was one of the cars what I love till today.
Tell me.
That's the Strato Zero. I don't know, the Lancia Strato Zero, and this was, even here we have Lancia, the Stratos, but this one, the Strato Zero, is very, very extreme one. It's a car which was
sleek,
very flat,
flat,
had like triangle window on the top.
And it opened like that.
Exactly. And the gorgeous thing was about it that, you know, I mean, the cars are always beautiful, and you know we love them how they are, but this was like kind of completely new perspective on the car, and I love the new perspectives. This was something what always inspired me or motivated me to simply don't accept the rules, don't accept the typical kind of expectation. I think it's good when you kind of manage to be unexpected.
All right, so now to the tricky question. Everybody's listening.
Okay.
Because that's what our viewers want to know. Tell me something about those big kidney grills. What are nowadays BMW's front? Why do you need so big kidneys if you don't need so much air to cool the engine? Is it something to suit your biggest markets, or do you think that's the future way of the BMW to be as open as this?
It sounds like you are already a big fan of it.
I got a lot of BMWs in the past, and I got one already, or two. How many I got? Two of those, but I don't think it's an elegant thing, to be honest.
Yeah, it's.
Sorry for that, Adrian.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know me. So.
No, I have to say I really I can understand this kind of views on it, but it is all about the period of time when you are watching that. I mean, we are sometimes very careful about things what we allow, and it's normal that some people need maybe a bit longer to take it. But on the other side, I have to say the kidneys are doing a very great job for the brand. In these days where so many car companies created, you know, the kidneys are giving the cars, let's say, even more clear message about the brand. And in proportions, when you look, for example, the X7, which is even standing behind us, when you look the composition of the whole front, of the whole attitude of the car, I think it fit very well. Of course, we are always facing about, you know, about all these details. Only certain period of time, the cars are moving and developing. But when you look even the 7 Series, I know for many people might be this step big, but on the other side, being the top, you have to have the strongness to go for big steps.
I think you need to have a marked and recognizable face for those who cares about that. And I was very gentle about the Chinese people right now, but that's your biggest market.
Chinese love it. Chinese love it. American love it as well, and I think even many Europeans love it. It's just a question of seeing the car even in reality. I think this is something what definitely helped. We have it. We had it. Let's say lots of discussion about the fact that certain cars are very photogen, like they work imitate on the pictures very well, and certain is better to see it in reality. I think, for example, the 7 Series is something what is worth to look at in reality. You know, the sportiness and the character of the car was something what everybody expected from the BMW. But this added on this kind of unusual, and it's not, you know, it's interesting that people are focusing so much on the kidneys when actually the whole front changed in the attitude a lot. The lights are slimmer, you know, the all openings in the bottom are very, very specially treated. The whole face is not only sporty, but it's as well luxurious. And of course, it takes time for one or the other to learn this.
And that goes to my another question. What do you think? What are your choices for the future to make different shapes and different designs when every car shares nearly the same platform? Do you have enough space to play with that, or you always must be coping the regulations and all the stuff around?
But the advantage of this same platform is actually that you have really opportunity to have money to invest in something. And therefore, if you invest them very well and the platform will allow you, let's say, to have more money for something else, we definitely will work on it, because We believe it's not only about the cars and about the brand, it's as well about the customers, and each of the cars has a little bit different target to reach different kind of people. And I think that's good to know. The brand is very powerful, therefore we don't need necessarily too similar look. You could theoretically go more diverse, and this is something what we work on it. I believe so. And when I look the next steps, the cars are getting more sophisticated, getting more clean, and they're getting even more from each other. Already even cars like, for example, when you look at the X7 and compared to X5, you recognize from any perspective. The same you will see by the 7 Series in comparison to 5 Series. The gap becomes to be bigger, and I believe that's the right way.
So I know that you cannot talk about your first work for the BMW or what your design things going to be, but I'm really keen to see your sharp lines on the BMWs. So that was Jozef Kabaň. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you a lot as
well.
Have
a nice day. It was a pleasure. So we will see.
All the best. Enjoy the BMW.
Ha tetszett a videó, nyomj egy lájkot és iratkozz fel, hogy ne maradj le semmiről. Ha pedig valami menő speedzone-os cucc kell, akkor irány a webshop.